Hey, welcome back. Welcome in. For those that are new, for those that are returning. If you do not want to hear me talk about anything other than tarot, please look in the description box and see the timestamps for Oracle, Tarot. I don't really have much to say about astrology, although I will say a little something here in a second. And other than that, light housekeeping is, because I kind of just want to get straight into the reading today. But light housekeeping is that if the messages that come out do not fit, you do not resonate with them, then please, please, please don't try and make them fit. Go look at other readers. There are plenty that are on this page under subscriptions. On this page, why do I say things like that? Channel? Yeah, it's channel. It's fine. I think they're the best of the best. And even if you just want extra guidance, because sometimes that's the case too, go look them up. I think that's how we continue to build a strong community and unity within that community. Unity within that community. That's funny. Aside from that, I did some meditation. And I tried to record this, by the way, like 3 times. Again, this happens every so often. I don't know why. So I'm going to kind of speed talk because I really want to get into this reading for some reason. And I would like to get through the reading for sure. The words and things that came to me, and I did Google some things. I do not know all of this off the top of my head. But instead of telling you that whole story, I'm just going to tell you what came to me. The song Dankeschön, it's an older song. Wayne Newton, he's an older gentleman that's sang a long time ago. This song specifically, if you don't know who it is, you can Google. It's a German statement, saying of like giving thanks, thank you so much, or, just showing gratitude is the purpose of the phrase Dankeschön. I'm not going to say it right. I'm sorry. Wayne Newton's birthday, by the way, is coming up, so that might be significant for you. The date, not necessarily his birthday, but it's April the 3rd. He was also born in 1942. He is 83 years old. If any of those numbers mean anything, you should probably stick around for the reading. The German thing, you could be in Germany, you could speak German, you could be of German descent. I don't know. I won't know unless you comment and tell me. Comment and say something, by the way. It's perfectly fine. And then that song was popular in this movie back in the day called Ferris Bueller's Day Off, for those that don't know that movie. It's funny. High school kids. Which then I heard like finding my light, something about finding my light. And it was like an internal light, like a soul light. And I saw the star, the sun, the hermit card. I saw them immediately as this was hitting my brain. And then I heard commencement, which has something to do with graduating, which, funny enough, could be tied into that movie because of the high schoolers. But perhaps you're graduating from something to do with like school, like academia, or what I felt strongly was that you are graduating from an old cycle into a new cycle. Like a new phase, a new start, and that you're supposed to be celebrating this. This is a good thing. I also heard soul soothing, like a balm, but for the soul. I heard fanatical, which came to me in 2 different ways, and that was something about like a hyper single-minded focus, but like not a necessarily bad way, like a good way, or something to do with a gaming company out of the UK. I don't know if that's significant or not. Again, put a comment, tell me. And then I heard the name Clarence. Don't know if it's a person, don't know if it's a store, don't know if it's a brand or a show or a character. I have no idea, but I heard Clarence. Not clearance, Clarence. And in all of that, throughout the words and the things that were popping into my mind, the things that I was seeing, I also saw the tarot cards, Ace of Swords, the Ace and or the Page of Pentacles. I told you the Star and the Sun and the Hermit. I saw the Lovers and the Hierophant with the Tower. And then I saw the Death and the World card, the 3 of Swords going into the 4 of Swords, or the 6 of Cups and 6 of Swords. And then I also saw the Two of Cups, almost like confirmation of the lovers, or a brand new beginning. Yeah, I'm not sure yet. We'll see. We'll get into the reading. None of that may just be for you. But I want to do, I've already shuffled everything this time, by the way. I want to do an oracle. And yeah, we'll just get into it. I'm going to take a sip of my tea. Excuse me. The oracle, by the way, is going to guide the reading. That's the idea. And we normally find that the things that came to my mind and the oracle and then the tarot reading itself all kind of align. Normally, sometimes they don't. Whoa. And that is not, we're not taking, I mean, that's pretty though. Spirits, work with me. One card to help guide the reading, please, Spirit. One card. Thank you so much for everything that you do. One card to help guide the reading for whoever is listening and whoever needs this message. One card. The Swan. I do not remember ever seeing that card before. Number 67. The Swan. 13, 4, depending on how you look at it. I like that card. Gliding with grace. Nothing is withheld from this beautiful soul. It can discern what is genuine, authentic, loving, and what is from the ego parading. Even through the most impressive words or gestures, this soul can sense the holding within of a core of fearful separation from the divine. With grace, it allows all to be and moves amongst the world, this world, with inspiring light and grace. Paramahamsa. Sure. Great Swan. I don't speak words too well. It's so funny. Paramahamsa. We're going to say that. Great Swan. The soul that moves the souls of others is reaching to you now. The guru, the teacher, the light, the love that is all. You are blessed by sacred divine relationship with the essence of love itself that adores you and wants only for you to be free. Let me try this again, because I feel like that's an important message. Again, I've never had this card pop out before. Paramahamsa, Great Swan. The soul that moves the souls of others is reaching to you now. The guru, the teacher, the light, the love that is all. You are blessed by sacred divine relationship with the essence of love itself that adores you and wants only for you to be free. This oracle reaches to you now, indicating that you are held within the grace of a great soul, a teacher of the heart, of the spirit, and there is endless light bestowed upon you for protection. Your path ahead is assured. Soon you will be shifting from hope to a sense of inevitability in your attainment of the spiritual goals closest to your heart. Be with your practice of love. Through meditation, yoga, kindness, nature, dance, singing, whatever speaks to your heart, you know you are one with the divine, and it's only a matter of time before you realize it. I feel like that was that was specific. Speaking of, we just had Saturn go into Aries on Friday. If you're feeling all kinds of sorts of things, and if you're feeling extra emotional or like a little chaotic, that would be right on course. It's 2 years that Saturn will be sitting here in Aries. We're going to feel lots of things and all the planets moving and doing their things and signs, sun shifting into the different signs. All of this is going to impact in how Saturn tells the story through Aries. But Aries is very much fire and action. We have come out of the emotional, deep emotion. We are now in the fire and action. And I think this is part of that graduation. Saturn's going to tell the story no matter what. Along with all the other things, this is kind of how it'll start to shape as we get into it. We just transitioned. So if you're feeling a little crazy like I have the last couple of days, that makes sense. We also celebrated Love Day yesterday. I think this is why this matters so much right now. And that's what I call it, because if we're going to celebrate something, let's celebrate it for, I don't know, the right reasons. That's judgy. Sorry, didn't mean it like that. I mean, it kind of did for me. To each their own. Every day should be Love Day. That's how I feel. I think that's why I'm so about it. Anyway, so you're moving into this new cycle. I think you were absolutely, like, you just left something that I think it was truly painful. I am going to use a different deck to get into this. It's called Dreams of Gaia Tarot. This is a deck I've had for a while, and I do not use it often because the imagery, it gets a little confusing for me sometimes. I'm not going to lie. We're going to see what happens. I think that I know I'm going to use the Tarot of the Abyss to clarify, but that may be the actual, the foundation of this reading. I want this deck to help guide us in the energies. Sure. I felt strongly to use this deck. I put it away and said, no, it's going to be too confusing. And then I just kept looking at it. I was like, all right, I'm going to use it. It's for somebody. I'm not going to go necessarily with the full traditional Rider-Waite style foundation, because some of these cards you can't. For example, here's on the bottom, masculine and feminine. I love this deck. And so this to me is going to help tell the story, not necessarily where it falls in, because the book it's 81 cards. It's not a traditional deck. But this is a balance of two souls here. It can also be seen as that great creator, if you will. Like a sun. It's fine. Okay, so all of this was already shuffled. I just want to do one more. And then we'll get into it. There we go. Spirit, using these cards. Let's tell the story. For whoever needs the message that's about to come out. Where are they now? And where are they headed? What does the person watching this need to know? Message from Spirit. The youth. I think this card is important. The youth. Someone is starting a journey. There's two here. There's a choice. This could be like a Page of Wands if you wanted to go traditional. This could be like the Fool. To me, this is someone who's tracking, starting a journey. There's a bag here. There's a, what do you call it? Scroll. Stars, shooting stars. There's 3 shooting stars and a main star above the wand. Do you see? So we have someone who's starting a journey, or, I mean, technically it looks like they could be mid-journey. This can be like the Fool card. Like I said, starting new. I do feel strongly this is about going into a new cycle, like now. There is a choice here. But it's almost like I'll show you, there's an intertwining of the hair between the two sides, and this is kind of like dark and light, but it's of the same color scheme, yellow and orange. But then there's almost, like, for me, what I'm feeling strongly here is that it would be a parting for you to continue on the path. You would just have to keep walking. See the hair? And they're practically mirror images of each other, just different colors. So it's really not much of a choice that's needed. You just keep going. And just keep going. Wow. It's the beginning. The beginning? It's the beginning of something new. Temptation, that's what I heard. But it's not bad. It's like a gift. It's the beginning of something new, a gift that's being given, a gift that's being given, a gift that keeps giving. I feel like a commercial now. Cooling down. Praying. You prayed for this. You've prayed for this. This will be like the Five of Cups, but it's not really what I feel from this. This is strongly something that is, you want to be sure before you do this. You want to be sure. Dankeschön. Is this you giving your thanks? The gift. But you want to be sure that it's yours. You want to be sure that it's yours. You want to be sure that it's yours. The mother, this is very much like traditional empress. You can be sure. Maybe this is your graduation and understanding that this is for you. There's a turtle there. An abundance. Yeah. So this is like, everything you ever wanted, it's right here. You have all the elements here. There's water at the bottom. There's like a little, it's almost like a, can you see it? Like the little ridge thing there. The edge, ridge, whatever. There's a butterfly. You have the air. You have the turtle. The trees. There's a snake. The wand. I mean, you have all of you have everything that you need now. You have everything that you need now. You always did. That's the gift, I think, that was bestowed upon you, is understanding that if you continue to walk in this path that you've been walking, that's your graduation, is coming to. It could also be that someone is praying for this next step, but the abundance is yours. The abundance is here. Again, there's fire, there's earth, there'd have to be water. There's a pot here, and it doesn't have to be, but I'd assume. There's birds that have just hatched out of eggs. I'll show you. It is definitely it is an awakening. See the eggs there? And the baby birds, chirp, chirp, chirp. There's a bunny. There's a dragon. There's a pot of gold. There's food. Normally, with the rainbow, there's been water. Rain, something to that effect. You really wanted to be sure. You've been researching, you've been looking into this for a long time, whatever this is for you. And maybe this is where it could also be the different storyline about someone who's literally graduating from something scholastic. It could be somebody who is researching things for their health. I'll show you. So here's your researcher. Yes. Your student. Recipe maker. And then here. Youthful. Fountain of youth. Fountain of youth. Someone who's you're childlike, eternally childlike. Eternally childlike. And there's the healing. So it's definitely been something with health related. Yeah. Okay. You have frogs here. You've got a baby dragon. Again, the elements, the wand. There's feathers in the hair here. The water, the earth. You've been searching for ways to heal. I think that's going to be way too many. Yeah, we're going to... Searching for ways to heal. The healing, the healing, the healing. You prayed for this. You wanted confirmation. Here it is. You wanted confirmation. Here it is. That's what I heard. This is kind of like Two of Pentacles, the juggling act, if you will, but this is a balanced one. This is not an actual... this isn't a... Yeah, you wanted confirmation. You have this. You have again, like I just keep hearing, you have everything that you need. A path that was chosen. There's 2 trees here. Oh, my arm's hurt. Sorry, I had a little thing done on my arm, and it was in pain. Yeah, it's definitely the choice, and there's the balance. This is kind of like a mix between judgment and temperance. Okay, as above, so below. Pain, healing. It takes both. It takes both. I think you realize this now. It takes both. You've had to master that. Oh, so I mean, this one, there's also chains here, kind of like the devil, but he's wearing the keys. So, I mean, is he really chained? No. This is a choice. This is the angel. This is showing you that there's always the choice. You can choose the pain. You can choose the healing. Both must be true, though. You had, this is, okay, this is what I'm hearing. This is, and this was the subject over the weekend. Funny enough, full circle. Life experience, the life experience, the life experience. And here's more keys. It is about the balance. It is about feeling. It is about allowing yourself to feel. That is the human experience. It's all about choices. There's always a consequence. Consequence does not have to equate to something negative. Consequence is just that. It's a result of action. A result of action. And this is the door you're about to walk through. I think this is the understanding that for whoever this reading is for, this is what you're coming to realize, what you're coming to see, and you are going into your new beginning. An awakening, definitely an awakening. Whoa. Too many. Let's try that again. We'll put these in here. The awakening, the beginning, an end to a beginning. A great seer. Someone here is highly intuitive. I mean, you see things ahead of time. You've unlocked something significant here recently. This is an intuition. And here is the balance. It's the mastery. Great healer, great healer. You've been doing a lot of research. I may be speaking to someone specifically who's been considering going into a healing practice or has been in a healing practice and has fell off. Something was blocking you perhaps, and you're there now. You're there now. It's all coming back to me. There's a song, Celine Dion. It's all coming back to me. It's all coming back to me now. Something. I can't hear it, but that's what I heard. This individual, you found peace with it. The pain, the nurturing, the healing, the abundance. There's a chakra alignment here in this card that I don't really see in the other cards. Okay, so if I'm talking to you and you are in a healing practice, or you're thinking about going into a healing practice and that was part of it, maybe you're graduating from and just received your licensure or your certificate, Reiki, yoga, something to do with somatic, maybe even. And there it is, masculine and feminine. We started it and we're ending with this card. And I think that's fantastic. This is your balance. This is your sign. This is your sign. If you needed confirmation, you have it. Okay? You just needed to keep walking the path. You've given thanks. And part of you, I don't know, I guess a part of you felt guilty about doing some of the things that you chose to do, or maybe that you weren't there yet, that you weren't good enough. You were being told to get that out. Yeah. You're good. There's peace here. You know this now, the Queen of Air, the thoughts, the two sides, the balance. It's all about the balance. I love this card. Okay. Now, for this individual, let's do one more. Thank you. I saw the Lovers. Sorry. I want to think for a second. Look at the pretty cards on the table. The emotions have been heavy. For the person that's not a healer, that this reading is for, the emotions have been heavy and you are starting to feel a balance in them, a give and take. There's definitely something here about someone who has been working on healing themselves, whether emotionally or physically. And I do think that they both can be true. Emotions absolutely impact the physical, and physical absolutely impacts the emotions. You're on the right path. All right, Spirit. So for whoever this message is for, I look at this as kind of our foundation here. So we know the person who is on the healing journey is graduating, leveling up, right? What do they need to know? What do they need to know now? What do they need to know? They're in process. They're turning over into the new cycle. That is way too many cards. I can't. I'm not gonna. They're going back, but I am in 5 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, the Hanged One, which is the Hanged Man, and the Queen of Cups. Definitely been a period of what the fuckery. That's what I heard. So, feminine energy. Feminine energy, is that who this message is for? A feminine energy, or someone who's in their feminine? We have a little bit of both here, but again, wow. This is masculine and feminine, the balance. Okay. So the Hanged One comes back. We're definitely taking it. That means it needed to be heard. A different perspective. So you see the birds here? Yes? There you go. Looking at things a little differently, yeah? You needed to? And the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. Holding, waiting. For the right time to fight, to defend. What are we saying? Defending what's yours, looking at it differently, defending what's yours. Oh, trying to fight for something that's yours. You don't need to. You don't need to. Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords. Yeah. Mind and heart, heart and mind. It's been a war, I think. Yours specifically. I think this is the part that you needed to find balance with. Yeah. And there's the Six of Cups. Yeah. That's the healing. You had to go through some mind stuff. Go through some mind stuff. Because the Four of Cups is emotional, right? But like you see how that's all in the head. It's like memories and thinking back. Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. There was a lot of work that had to be done. And that's how you got to this new beginning. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes here. I had to pause it. Sorry. Back. So you have the Six of Cups, which is very emotional. It's moving on into a deeper sense of emotion. It's looking back. Sometimes it's a return of someone with an emotional connection. But this one is all about healing in the mind, heart and mind. Again, this balance, right? The Knight of Swords, the Knight of Cups, this balance. It was a lot of work. You've got the Eight of Pentacles that went into this, that is going into this. I think it's done though. I mean, I think this part, this looking at things differently, you had to look at things differently. You had to hold on. You had to fight. But then you realize, like, do I? What am I fighting for is what I heard. And you have this Ace of Wands, this rise of the Phoenix, this rebirth of a sort. And there's the King of Swords. There's the mastery. See? That could be who you're dealing with. It could be the okay. Ten of Wands, yes. And the Moon, which to me is a lot like a Lover's card too, because it's this mixing around. It's two souls that are moving into the ether, becoming one. The journey has been a long one for this King of Swords, whether that's you or who you're dealing with. A lot of deep work. Okay. Figuring out who they were. It's really what it came down to. It's what it's coming down to. Figuring out who they are. What's the authenticity, the King of Cups. It's mind, it's heart. It's mind, it's heart. This whole freaking reading. King of Cups. The Magician and the Chariot. The Magician has everything that they need. It's that understanding, that realization. Instead of mind over heart or heart over mind, it is both. It is both. And that's how you move into the next phase. That's how you move forward. Seven of Swords and Four of Cups. I mean, a part of you is wanting to stay back. That can't be right. I don't feel that's right. But maybe a part of you is, maybe that's the fight. I feel like you're past this. I'm going to be honest. I feel like you're past this. I'm going to put that here. I I think I'm right. I feel like you're past this. Ah, Five of Cups. So the Seven of Swords to the Four of Cups to the Five of Cups. Maybe you saw or you heard or you did something that it really hurt you or hurt somebody else. That's the pain of all of this. That's what you've had to allow yourself to feel. Okay. Yeah. Something to do with family, generations, ties that do not bind, ties that do not bind. Like the roots are there, but the connection is, yeah, ties that do not bind. Eight of Cups. You had to let it go. It hurts. It hurts. It's everything you've known. Outdated values, outdated systems, and that's the Nine of Pentacles. And there's where we go. Understanding. Everything that you need is within. Everything that you need is within. King of Wands. This masculine energy, Swords, Cups, Wands. Funny enough, came out in one of the readings I was trying to do earlier. Three of Cups, it didn't flip. I'm not taking it this time. I didn't feel it, but I'll let you know what it is. Two of Pentacles, it was about a choice, Whoa. And there's the Tower. Devil and Death. Whatever it was, you have let it go. Look at the symbolism here. You have transformed this energy. That Tower, you have transformed this energy. For what? I mean, I think I know what it is, but the Sun, the world, I can't. They didn't flip over, but I'm showing you. It came out this way. You have I'm taking it. You've transformed this energy. Phase 1 complete is what I Phase 1 complete. And there's the Queen of Swords. Your divine counterparts. Now, those are the only two that came out that were a match in the previous reading that I tried to do. The King and Queen of Swords. This is a knowing that you both have. Perhaps it's two people who are no longer. Perhaps it's two people who are coming together. Knowing, Phase 1 complete. Knowing, the knowing. Could be the perfect balance within yourself. Seven of Pentacles. It is absolutely about the timing. It was like there was it could only happen now, I heard. It could only happen now. Eight of Swords. You felt trapped. Whoa. To the Six of Wands. So you saw that you weren't. You do feel like you're having to perform, though. That's bothering you. But Phase 1 is complete. Phase 1 is complete. I would like, yeah, Knight of Wands. And Strength. Yeah. It's taken a lot. And there he is, the Emperor. I was waiting. We have the Mother of the Other, which is the Empress. Three of Pentacles. Three of Swords. Something about third party. And there's the Two of Cups. And the Lovers. They were there. Listen, let me tell you something. They were on top of each other too. Huh. Okay. The test of time. The test of time. That's what you did all this for. And then you have the Hermit. Yeah. The test of time. I would like to just confirm you went through this, you did this because your healing journey was important, because the healing journey wasn't for the fame. I heard it wasn't for the fame. Definitely not a popular person right now. You hurt somebody in your choice, but it was for what? It was for what? I mean, I know what it was for. But you had the Spirit, say it. Hurt some people in this process, but it was for your greater good. It was necessary. It was the choice, the Two of Wands. So there we go, starting back. It was the choice. It was the choice. And you hurt some people in this process, but it was for the greater good. And what does that mean, Spirit? What is Eight of Cups? Yeah, you left. The choice to leave. The choice to leave it all behind. Whatever the it is for you to leave it all behind. I definitely think this has something to do with family systems. There's the Nine of Wands. It has been a hard journey. And now we begin anew. The World card. And now we begin anew. The realization that it was all balanced. Eight of Pentacles, the work that went into it. I want to see it. And the Knight of Pentacles. There was a map that was followed, I heard. You have to follow it. You had to build it. If you build it, they will come. Sorry. But you did not make friends during this process, and that's okay, because the friend that you made the most was within yourself. Yep, there's the Five of Pentacles. That is the journey you have been on. The map, the trail. It felt cold and lonely. And now, this is where you are. It took a lot of strength and a lot of courage. This is the divine feminine and the divine masculine to me. And that is the new beginning. Yep. So you could have it. You built yourself from the ground up. You had to. What's the outcome here, Spirit? Let's close this out for. What's the outcome here based on these energies? You have Two of Cups. You have the Lovers. You have the journey that the person who this message was for had to go through to realize that they were deserving. You were deserving. That Tower. Okay, what's the Tower? What's the result here? What's the outcome with this Tower? What's the outcome with this Tower? Three of Cups, excuse me, Three of Pentacles to the Four of Cups to the King of Cups. It's a gift. It's collaboration. Oh, and then the Ten of Wands. That's the ending there of the cycle. I didn't even see that one fall out. The Tower to the Ten of Wands. Done. Working together. Collaboration. Four of Cups. This gift that is being offered that you didn't even see. There was a swing in the background, by the way. And then the King of Cups. Okay, so the Tower, who is celebrating. I mean, like, he is free. Free. Why do I have the Magician? Free. The Magician. Yeah, free. There's the Six. Oh, that's... Okay, Six of Swords, the Star, and the Queen of Swords. It's a new day. That's the outcome. A new day. Healing, peace. Healing and peace. Physical, spiritual. The abundance of it. You had it within you all along. And there's the Queen of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, balance. Yeah. And there's the King of Swords. Decision made. We're going to end it there. Six of Pentacles there in the middle. And the Chariot again. You're fine. I hope this message has been helpful. Until next time. Bye.